the book of Romans chapter 10 and verse 2. For I bear them record that they have a zeal of the Most High, but not according to knowledge. I'm going to stop right there. I want to start off as always by giving all praise, all honor, all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakha Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the elect out there, whoever you might be. And shalom to the 144,000. It's the brother Amawan Padal from the GMS Denver camp, doing a quick lesson in regards to a comment that was made on my comment board. All right. And but this particular scripture, lets you know that there are individuals out there who have a zeal, all right, for the Bible. They have a zeal for, the scriptures and whatnot, but they don't have the understanding of it, man. It's not according to knowledge. And that's the thing, that's the thing about this truth. You have to have certain knowledge, man, to understand what you're talking about. You can't just, fly off the handle and say whatever you feel like saying and think that you're right, man, because a lot of people are wrong about the scriptures. All right. Especially, you Christians out there. And I'm going to show you one key mistake that a lot of you make. And this is what we've been bringing out for years and years and years. All right. The fact that those so-called those Israelis over there in the land, in the state of Israel, are not the chosen people according to the scriptures. But see, they will have you think that they are according to, modern Christianity. That's what they told us, growing up, that those people over there in the land are God's chosen people. But come to find out, when you gain knowledge of the scriptures, when you actually read, you understand that those people don't fulfill any of the prophecies of the Israelites, man. Showing you that they're not the Israelites. That's why they call themselves Israelis, because they're not the Israelites. They're not the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They're imposters. But let's address this comment that was made on my comment board really quick. All right, so here I have it right here. The comment that was made on the comment board in one of my videos. And it's from this person right here. Dixie Flore 1409. Those who stand with Israel will be blessed. How can you knock Israel? And they use the word Christ. Christ's throne sits above Israel, so you're teaching a false narrative. So they're basically trying to accuse me of teaching a false narrative because we speak out against those imposters over there that are in the land. All right. The scriptures call them bastards because they're not the sons of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. They're not, the chosen seed line, man. All right. They're frauds. And we can prove that through the scriptures. But I commented right there. I said, those people in the quote unquote state of Israel are not the Israelites of the Bible. They are the Edomites whom Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai will judge. You see, because the mass majority of people, all right, they believe that those people over there in Israel, in the land, are the Lord's chosen people because they're in the land. And they believe all the lies that they've been spewing out for all these years. But in these last days, the Lord is uncovering the truth. And come to find out, the true biblical Israelites, all right, the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and then Jacob, go back to the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American, Seminole Indians, and the Israelite foreigners scattered throughout the earth. All right. They go back to the 12 patriarchs, they go back to the seed of Jacob. OK. And there's many different identifying prophecies that show you who the true people are, man. All right. It's 2024, man. People already know. There's a lot of people that already have woken up to this fact. But as you can see, a lot of people still don't understand. All right. But we're going to break it down. That's why we're here. That's why we're here to explain prophecy and give understanding to those, who are out here looking for knowledge, man, whether they hear or forbear. But let's get into it. So here's one proof right here. All right. Prophecy that they don't fulfill. All right. The book of Isaiah, chapter 2. And I'm going to start at verse 1. Read down. It says, the word that Isaiah, the son of Amos, saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem. And it shall come to pass in the last days, you see, that the mountain of the Lord Yahweh's house shall be established in the top of the mountains. All right, that's referring to governments. When you see that word mountains right there in prophetic speak, that's referring to governments. All right, and you know the kingdom of heaven is going to be established upon the return of our Lord Yahweh Shai. All right, it's going to be the top government, and shall be exalted above the hills. All right, smaller governments, and all nations shall flow unto it. Is that happening right now? No. All right. Is that happening to, you know, those 1948ers? And I'll show you why they're called the 1948ers too. All right. Because that goes into this lesson. So that's not happening right now. Okay. They're not being exalted above the nations, and you know, nobody's flowing to their ass for understanding. Verse 3, it says, and many people shall go and say, come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, to the house of the Most High, or to the house of the power of Jacob. And he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law, and the word of the Lord Yahweh from Jerusalem. Is that happening with those people over there? No. Are they implementing the laws of the scriptures? No. They got the biggest fucking gay parade over there in the world, in Tel Aviv. Go look that up. So if the Lord's chosen people are in the land, all right, and they supposed to be, you know, fulfilling that prophecy, how come the laws are not being upheld? How come the other nations are not following the laws of God of the Bible? Because those are not the people. They don't fulfill that prophecy. They don't check any of the boxes, all right, that they're supposed to be checking if those are the chosen people. All right, these lies are getting exposed, man. All right, by the true men of the Lord. Now, verse 4 says, and he shall judge among the nations, and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares. All right, what is that talking about? Taking their weaponry for war and turning it into agricultural tools, man. You know, taking their money that they use for war and becoming an agricultural society. Is that happening? No. And their spears, all right, weapons of war, into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. Well, looks like they're getting ready to start World War III. So they don't fulfill that prophecy, because when the chosen people, the true Israelites, are in the land, once again, when they're taken back to the land, because they're not there right now, all right, they're still in exile. All right, scattered amongst the four corners of the earth. All right, the Israelites, once they go back to the land, there's not going to be any more wars going on, especially in the land of Israel when we're back, when the Lord Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, returns. See, this doesn't even what their narrative doesn't line up with the prophecy in the scriptures, man. You got to actually study to show yourself approved, man. And actually read the Bible. A lot of you people don't even read the Bible. You just assume that these people are the chosen. But hey, look, man, they had a lot of people fooled for a long time. All right, but the truth is coming out in these last days. Okay. All right, here we have the book of Zechariah, chapter 9 and verse 6. And it says, and a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod, and I will cut off the pride of the Philistines. Okay. You see, and the Philistines today, you know, this right here is referring to those Palestinians, man. They're in our land, okay? And those Arabs over there are not the original Philistines, by the way, all right? But they fulfilled prophecy, you know what I'm saying, by being in our land, and especially Esau, all right? Because that's who those guys are. Those Israelis, they're Edomites, man. They're descendants of Esau, who the Lord hates, all right? Who was a liar and a deceiver. You need to see the whole world to make them think that those were the chosen people. But right here, it shows you that they're bastards, man. Okay, and not sons. We are the sons of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right, the 12 tribes of Israel. Not those guys. They don't fulfill the prophecy, but they do fulfill this one. All right, a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod, and Ashdod is over there in Israel. All right, here we have the book of Ezekiel, chapter 36, which also condemns those Israelis, showing you that they're not the chosen people and they don't fulfill prophecy. All right, I'm going to read some of this right here. Ezekiel 36, verse 1. Also, thou son of man, prophesy unto the mountains of Israel, and say, ye mountains of Israel, hear the word of the Lord Yahweh. Bashim Yahushai. Thus saith the Lord power, because the enemy has said against you, aha, even the ancient high places are ours in possession. Who is that talking about? The Edomites. They have our ancient land in possession right now, proclaiming to be us. The jig is up, man. You're right here in the scriptures, man. You're caught red-handed. The word of the Lord exposes you, man. Therefore prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord power, because they have made you desolate and swallowed you up on every side, that ye might be a possession unto the residue of the heathen, and ye are taken up in the lips of talkers and are an infamy of the people. Okay? Because that's our main enemy, man. Them damn 48ers, man. Okay? They're the main ones talking shit about Jake. All right? Let's not get into the history. All right? How they own the slave ships that carry the Israelites to the Americas, man. You see what I'm saying? Like, look, man, do your research. All right? Do your research, man. A lot of y'all have a zeal of the Most High in the Bible, but you don't have the knowledge to understand the prophecy. Okay? So yeah, man. It says verse 4, therefore, ye mountains of Israel, hear the word of the Lord power. Thus saith the Lord power to the mountains and to the hills, to the rivers and to the valleys, to the desolate wastes, and to the cities that are forsaken, which became a prey and a derision to the residue of the heathen that are round about. Because they're heathen, man. The Palestinians, they're in our land. All y'all, man, that's our land, from the Nile to the Euphrates. Not that little strip that they got right there. So they're not even fulfilling that prophecy. The land of Israel, the promised land, is not that little piece of land that they're fighting over, man. The scriptures tell you that the promised land is from the Nile River to the Euphrates. So they're not fulfilling that prophecy either. They're not filling that check box, man. All right? They're fucking squatters, man. And liars, and they're frauds. Verse 5, it says, therefore, thus saith the Lord power, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen and against all Idumea, which is the Greek way of saying Edom. Those are Edomites over there in the land. Okay? Esau, Edom, which have appointed my land into their possession with the joy of all their heart, with despiteful minds to cast it out for a prey. All right? You see that? Right here in the scriptures. They took the land into their possession. They thought they fucking, they thought they could fool the world, man. They did for a while, but hey, prophecy is speaking, man. The Lord already purposed it for y'all to be exposed in these last days, just to go into captivity in the midst of World War III, because nuclear missiles are going to rain down on the land of Israel to cleanse those rats out of our land, as prophesied, man. And when we are put in the land, we're going to be underneath the second covenant, immortal, unable to sin. They're not fulfilling that prophecy. All right? They're doing all kind of wickedness over there in the land. How are those the chosen people? Like I said, the biggest gay parade is over there in Tel Aviv, man. They're the devils, man. Okay? They're Amalek, a tribe of Esau. Now it says, verse 6, prophesy therefore concerning the land of Israel, and say to the mountains, all right, say unto the mountains, and to the hills, and to the rivers, and to the valleys, thus saith the Lord power, behold, I have spoken in my jealousy and in my fury, because ye have borne the shame of the heathen. The Lord is pissed off, man. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, I have lifted up mine hand, surely the heathen that are about you, they shall bear their shame. And that's what's happening, man. People are waking up to the fact that those Israelis are nothing more than frauds, man. And that's why you can't really say anything about them too much, because they'll try to call it hate speech and whatnot, man. And we know that's not what it is. It's just the truth. All right? And Lord willing, they don't take this video down, you know what I'm saying? Abaratazah. Because this is this is supposed to be edifying to the elect out there. All right? For behold, I am for you, and I will turn unto you, and ye shall be tilled and sown. And I will multiply men upon you, all the house of Israel, even all of it, northern and southern kingdom. All right, that's not happening over there, man. All right, they call themselves the JEWs, but where are the rest of the 10 tribes at? I mean, where are the rest of the 11 tribes? If y'all are the chosen people, there's supposed to be 12 tribes. They can't even identify them. We can. All right? And the city shall be inhabited, and the way shall be builded. All right? They getting bombed, man. They in the midst of World War III. And I will multiply upon you man and beast, and they shall increase and bring fruit. And I will settle you after your old estates, and will do better unto you than at your beginnings. And ye shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh. They're not doing so good over there right now. They're not fulfilling this prophecy. You get the whole world surrounding their ass, man. Okay? Because all the atrocities that they commit over there in the Middle East, because they're some murderous bastards. Okay? You see? And they're finna get spewed out of that land. So, matter of fact, I'm going to jump down to the points I want to make, because I'm not going to read this entire chapter. I could, but for time's sake, I'm not going to read the entire chapter. But there's so much damning evidence in this particular chapter right here. All right, this shows you right here how the Lord, he spewed us out of the land because of our wickedness. And that's why there's a bastard dwelling there right now, trying to take our place. Now, verse 16 says, moreover, the word of the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, came unto me, saying, Son of man, when the house of Israel dwelt in their own land, they defiled it by their own way and by their doings. Their way was before me as the uncleanness of a removed woman. All right, we were messing up, man. We were going off. All right, we broke the covenant, man. We messed up, man, as a nation, and that's why we're suffering what we're suffering now. Those Israelis ain't suffering. They're not underneath the curses of Deuteronomy 28. They don't fulfill that prophecy either. There's so much, man. We'll get Deuteronomy 28 too. All right. Wherefore I poured my fury upon them for the blood that they shed upon the land, and for their idols wherewith they had polluted it. And I scattered them among the heathen, and they were dispersed through the countries. According to their way and according to their doings, I judged them. All right. So the true Israelites will be scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. All right. Not in the Holy Land, man, because the Messiah is gonna bring the Israelites back to the Holy Land. Not by way of, the Balfour Declaration and the other shit. Matter of fact, let's get to that, because that's some history that you must know. The way that they got into the land does not fulfill prophecy. Now, if you remember correctly, I mentioned that scripture where it said that when the true Israelites get back into their land, they're not going to have war anymore, right? Well, this is in 1948 when they pretty much declared them to be the state of Israel, right? On the books, it's, they declared themselves the state of Israel, which is not biblical. All right. It says, why did 5 Arab states attack Israel after its creation in 1948? You see that the state of Israel was created in 1948 fraudulently. All right. The scriptures don't say nothing about a state of Israel. OK, it says on May 14, 1948, David Ben-Gurion, the head of the Jewish agency, proclaimed the establishment of the state of Israel. All right. U.S. President Harry S. Truman recognized the new nation on the same day. All right. Although the United States supported the Balfour Declaration of 1917, which favored the establishment of a Jewish national home in Palestine. All right. President Franklin D. Roosevelt had assured the Arabs in 1945 that the United States would not intervene without consulting both the JWs and the Arabs in that region. Those are not the true JWs, man. All right. The true Jews are the Negroes, man. All right. The British, who held a colonial mandate for Palestine until May 1948, opposed both the creation of a Jewish state and an Arab state in Palestine, as well as unlimited immigration of Jewish refugees to the region. Great Britain wanted to preserve good relations with the Arabs to protect its vital political and economic interests of Palestine. But let's get to the point right here where they got fucking bombed that same year that they were created. Showing you, that's the Lord showing you that they're not the people. Because when the Israelites are back in the land, they're not supposed to be at war with anybody. It says, when did the Arab-Israeli War start? The Arab-Israeli War of 1948, the same year that they were created, the state of Israel, according to them, broke out when 5 Arab nations invaded the territory in the former Palestinian Mandate immediately following the announcement of the independence of the state of Israel on May 14, 1948. Come on, man. You see this? Do you see this right here? This is proof that those are not the chosen people. All right? And that's why the Lord had it happen like that. All right? So that we can know in these last days that those are imposters. That very same year they were attacked, man. And the war broke out. Okay? It shows you they were attacked by Lebanon, Syria, Iraq, and Egypt, man. All right, and also Saudi Arabia was involved in it. So come on, man. When the true biblical Israelites go back to the land, we ain't finna be at war with nobody. We're gonna be at peace. So let's continue on right here. All right, verse 20. And when they entered unto the heathen, whither they went, they profaned my holy name when they said to them, these are the people of the Lord Yahweh, and are gone forth out of this land. But I had pity for mine holy name, which the house of Israel had profaned among the heathen whither they went. Therefore say unto the house of Israel, thus saith the Lord power, I do not this for your sakes, O house of Israel, but for my holy name's sake, which ye have profaned among the heathen whither ye went. And I will sanctify my great name, which was profaned among the heathen, which ye have profaned in the midst of them, and the heathen shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh, Bashmi Awashai, saith the Lord power, when I shall be sanctified in you before their eyes. Okay? We're going to be set apart. We're going to be made different from the rest of the nations, man. We already are, but the Lord's going to really sanctify us by bringing us into that second covenant. All right? And it goes on to say, verse 24, for I will take you from among the heathen and gather you out of all countries and will bring you into your own land. The Lord said He going to do that, man. Not sign a Balfour Declaration and fly people in on planes and shit like that, like those imposters did. The Lord is going to bring us over there, man, when Yahweh Shai returns, man. And He goes on to say, then will I sprinkle clean water upon you, and ye shall be clean from all your filthiness, and from all your idols will I cleanse you. A new heart also will I give you, and a new spirit will I put within you, and I will take away the stony heart out of your flesh, and I will give you an heart of flesh. That's talking about the second covenant. It's only promised to the Israelites. All right, and in that second covenant, it entails that we will be unable to sin. So when we're put back in the Holy Land, we're not going to be sinners anymore. We're not going to have sin because we're going to be made completely perfect. The Lord going to change us, man. Did that happen to them? No. They're doing all kind of crazy shit over there, man. And the Lord is clearly against certain things that they're doing, man. Like I said, the biggest gay parade in the world is held over there. The Lord is clearly against that type of behavior. It tells you that in the law, in the scriptures. So they don't fulfill this prophecy either. And I will put my spirit within you and cause you to walk in my statutes, and ye shall keep my judgments and do them. And they're not doing that. They're frauds. And ye shall dwell in the land that I gave to your fathers, and ye shall be my people, and I will be your power. Okay? That's the point right there, man. Okay? So don't come at me talking about I'm spewing out a false ideology. We got the proof. We got the receipts, and we're bringing out the scriptures to prove it. We are the chosen people of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the Israelites. Now, if you read the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15 on down, it talks about the curses that will fall upon the chosen people of the Most High, or the true Israelites, if they will rebel against the Lord and break the covenant, which we did. All right. If you read from verse 15 all the way down to 68, you'll see that none of these curses apply to those people that proclaim to be us. Those Israelis don't fit any of these curses. All right. They don't check these boxes, man. But I'm going to read this one. It's the last verse right here. I'm going to read this one. All right. And this is damning evidence for these people, man, against them. Deuteronomy 28, verse 68. And the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. All right. Now that word buy goes into the word redeem, meaning nobody's going to come and save us. The only one's going to come and save us is Yahushai. So when did those 1948ers, those small hats, when did they ever go into captivity by way of slave ships? What people went into captivity by way of cargo slave ship? The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Do your research, man. But predominantly, the so-called Negroes are known for, the transatlantic slave trade, but also the other tribes were involved in that as well. Okay? You see? And we were sold, man, for bondmen or slave men and slave women. You see what I'm saying? So come on, man. And it says that we suffered the worst slavery out of all people on the face of the earth. In the scriptures, it tells you that. All right, and they don't fulfill that prophecy. All right. So, yeah, man. And it says you should go into Egypt again. It's talking about bondage, because the word for Egypt is Mizraim, and it means double straits. All right. In the Hebrew, that's what that means. And that's what we did. We went into double straits, went into a harsh captivity, and we're still here to this day. And guess what? They don't fulfill the prophecy of the Israelites remembering themselves in the land of their captivity. Let's get that real quick, man. Let's get that, and we're going to close it. All right, here we have a prophecy right here that's being fulfilled by the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, not those Israelis, right? Baruch 2:30. For I knew that they will not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. Our people are stiff-necked, man. We try to tell them right now that you're the Israelites, the Lord's chosen people, according to the prophecy, and the majority of our people don't want to hear it. All right? The 2/3, man, here in America, they finna be destroyed. All right? But the elect are waking up. Now it says, but in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves. That's what's happening right now in these last days. This prophecy is being fulfilled. When did those 48ers ever fall away from their heritage? Okay. It was prophesied that the Israelites will fall away from their identity and forget who they were, and forget the name of their power. But guess what? In the last days, guess what we have? We have the names of Yahweh and Yahushai. All right, the true names of the Heavenly Father and the only begotten Son. And guess what? We also woke up to the fact that we are the Israelites. That's a prophecy. And Israelites all across the world are waking up. And that's why these devils are mad, man, because their lives are being exposed by prophecy, man. Okay, we're remembering ourselves. We're fulfilling that. We're checking that box. Nobody else is doing that. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, and Israelite foreigners are waking up, because those are the true biblical Israelites all across the earth, waiting to be taken back to their own land. And shall know that I am the Lord their power, for I will give them an heart, or a mind, and ears to hear. The great awakening, man. And they shall praise me in the land of their captivity and think upon my name. Are we not doing that? They're not doing that. Are the so-called Israelis in captivity? Where are they in captivity? Praising the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai? No. No, they're not. And return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds. All right. For they shall remember the way of their fathers, which sinned before the Lord. That's happening right now, man. We're seeking the old paths, as it tells you in Jeremiah 6 and verse 16. All right. The elect are turning back to the Lord, man. And I will bring them, look, come on, man. And I will bring them again into the land which I promised with an oath unto their fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And they shall be lords of it. And I will increase them, and they shall not be diminished. Is that happening right now? Nah, they're over there getting ready to enter into World War III. and get blown to smithereens. All right? They're not fulfilling this prophecy right here. And I will make an everlasting covenant with them to be their power, and they shall be my people. And I will no more drive my people of Israel out of the land which I have given them. So once we go back to the land, the true Israelites, all right, we're not going to leave that land anymore, man, because we're going to be completely righteous underneath the second covenant. We're going to be immortals, and Yahweh Shai, the word inwardly called Jesus, is going to be back on the earth. King David will be back on the earth. Where's King David at? They can't tell you. They're a bunch of liars, man. All right? We're waiting for this prophecy to be fulfilled. It hasn't been fulfilled as of yet, but we're in the process of that happening, man. When the true people of the Most High are taken back to the land. So I'm in this lesson right here, man. I ain't want to make this too long. There's many more I could, pull out to prove this point. But hey, man, it's 2024, man. Y'all need to wake the fuck up and realize, hey, the truth is out here, man. So I'm in there right there. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachakodash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, and Kwame Yasharala in the Bible, Shalom.